See now, for example, the last Lagos election was between two Yorùbá, I believe, sons. One got support, campaigned among Igbo people, and they supported him. And yeah, that is also a problem. Now, is it that Igbo people should not vote at all in Lagos State? So we know what the problem is, because I have not seen any Igbo man contest for Lagos State governor.
So let me
get what the problem is.
Who says there's a problem? There's no problem. There's no problem. There's no problem. So let me explain something to you. We have actually, you see, contrary to what a lot of you guys think, we've had Igbo people as representatives in Lagos for a very long time. Listen, we had Igbo people in Ibadan, in the parliament, way back in 1952. We had Igbos in Lagos Parliament in the last, in the Fourth Republic. We have Igbo people in the House of Representatives. What's the name of this man? Tony from Oshodi Federal Constituency. That's from Imo State. See, we are not the ones to do all this thing. If it's Yoruba, if it's not Igbo, we've done it. We've had Tony Nwulu. We've had people from the East represent us. We've had people from the East in Parliament in Ibadan. And what we got out of it, nothing that makes sense. We've had, for instance, in the 60s, where Igbo people in NCNC frustrated TOS Benson. We're going to have a session on that much later. When Nwulu was representing Lagos, by the way, I like the fact that he won, because at least he did not run like an Igbo person. He ran like, I'm one of you guys. That's even why he won. But guess what? When he even got there, what did he do? He voted against giving Lagos special status. When people get there, you're not even representing us. You're representing your people. And then you're using the money to campaign your state. Listen, the point is this. I don't really... If you want to vote, vote. But whatever makes any Yoruba person pander to Igbo people in Yoruba land means that Yoruba person will always fail. Whatever makes a Yoruba person pander to an Igbo person in Yoruba land will make him fail. Imagine what you just said right now. Let's flip it. I go to Enugu. I want to vote. I concentrate on Yoruba people in Enugu State. I shout, oh, and then when I don't win, I'm crying that I'm hated. It is not your land. Can you vote? Of course, you have a right to vote. Guess what? You even have a right to run, but you don't have a right to win. The Constitution does not guarantee anybody any right to win any election. You can run, but you can run and not arrive at your destination. So you can keep running. The point is that whatever you want to do, do it. But there's a way the owners of the land want to run their space. They don't want you to lead them. You know why? You are not better than them. You cannot tell me that. I've said this other day. Like, I will look through the entire Lagos state, all the states in Southwest. I don't see anybody in Lagos, Oyo, Osun, Ogun, Ondo, Okukan, Ekiti, parts of Kwara, Kogi, parts of Delta, parts of Edo. I don't see anybody there that can do anything for me. I have to go to the Southeast. With everything that my ancestors have worked on, leave Awolowo for a second. With thousands of years of civilization, I don't have anybody that can lead me. I'll have to go to the East. To make matters worse, there's nothing in your region that's better than my region. So what is it that will make me... Do you guys know that this thing actually is insulting? Like, you're not... Let's say that there's something that you're doing that I cannot do.
Actually, I'm not... Right now... Okay, continue.
No, yeah. So let's say there's something you're accomplishing that I cannot do. I can now say, we have a problem, which would be fair, because I said it the other time. During the revised term in Kaduna, they got Lagos to help them with some things in the civil service, because Lagos had already done something in that arena, in that area. If you are doing something like, in health, in tech, in agriculture, in construction, you guys are just celebrating Julius Berger logo. What is it that I want to learn? There's nothing. I'm not saying you don't have anything to teach. I'm saying there's nothing for me to learn. Maybe you have something to teach. That's what I'm looking for. J-Links, thank you. I've been trying to rack my brain. Oracle application that Lagos deployed years ago. Many people just caught on later. If you have something like that, you have an edge. I can try to learn. The truth is, maybe you have something to teach, but sincerely, I have nothing to learn. What that means basically is that asking you to lead me, even the thought is insulting. That's one. Number two, the idea that you want to vote, if you like, vote for anybody you like. But you see, there's a mistake you guys are making, and I think I've not said it, but let me just say it this way for now. Agege, there are people in that place, 4 generations in Agege in Lagos. You've never heard them shout, "We have made ourselves anything." You guys you're not up to 100 years in Yoruba land. You're always shouting, "We are a block, we're a block." That's not how to move. You are opening yourself up to ridicule. So, anyway, my simple advice: vote, prosper, do well, but you're not going to determine how I run my space. That's all. And I think it's fair, because I won't determine how you run your space as well. Thank you very much. I hope that, because I don't mind you voting. I mean, you're a Nigerian. You have a right to vote. But this is that you now make yourself the opposition party in another person's land. You now think they will treat you like citizens. No, they'll treat you like a party. The mistake that you guys make is this.
He's still a Yoruba man now.
He's not the man. Okay, let me ask you. So, let's say this way. My brother, let's say you build a house. Maybe this will help. Let's say you have built a house. Somebody now came from your village to live with you. The person is living in your BQ. Now, I want. Yes. Me and you, we live in the same estate, but you have somebody in your BQ. Now, I want to dictate what happens in the estate, or maybe want to determine what happens in the estate. And every time I bring the letter to Landlords Association, I give it to that person in the BQ and say, after all, he's also Igbo man and he's from the same place as Kenneth. What will you do as a landlord? Like every time we're making a decision in the estate and we're having landlords meeting, the letter always goes to that it always goes to that person.
You are missing a very silent point.
No, answer that question first, please. That person is related to you. He's the one who always attends the landlord's meeting. And I say, what's the big deal? Shebi is also from the same place as you. How would you feel? Hello?
You see, you are being a little bit sentimental, and it's missing a very big thing. Because, for example, from 1999, when you have a PDP versus, I don't know the party that Tinubu used then, there have been 2 or 3 different Yoruba indigenes that contest in Lagos. And whichever person that possibly campaigned among the Igbo people may get the Igbo people's votes. There have never been any Igbo person contesting in Lagos. So
you are making sorry. In fact, let's.
I wonder what I want to understand is,
guy, it's not about
a problem when a Yoruba person campaigned among the Igbos.
Do you know that everything you have been saying? Hold on. Have you noticed that everything you are saying is about Yoruba, Igbo? You've not said anything about if the people of the place like one person than the other. We don't care whether the person is you are insulting my intelligence, sincerely, and at this point I don't want to switch. But you are not speaking again, by the way. But let's make something very clear. The fact that you are repeating again and again, there are many Yoruba. Who is supposed to be running in Yoruba land before? Which one is their Yoruba people? Is Yoruba? There are 3 Yoruba people. Before, you're supposed to be Yoruba now. Wait, our voting has nothing to do with whether the person is Yoruba or not Yoruba. It's a rule. They have to be Yoruba. The point is that anyone who panders to your people in Yoruba land, in Yoruba politics, will not win. And the reason is because there's nothing you are bringing to the table that requires pandering. You being pandered to is an insult on the rest of us in Yoruba land. Because there's absolutely no reason to pander to you. Listen, I'm not saying to respect you. I'm not saying to, deal with you as a like equal. We're all in Nigeria. We're all citizens. Yes, but that pandering of, like you said, anyone that comes to campaign in Igbo area for what? You have no idea what I'm thinking. you are a citizen, you have your rights, but all that thing that makes you feel like you are special, that people have to come and talk to you and get you to, no, that ain't happening. And those who try to do that thing, they are doing it for a particular reason. They assume that if they can get you, because they know that you vote as a bloc, which is not very smart, especially if you are in another man's place. It's not very smart to vote as a bloc. In other words, everybody just faces one direction. You're not able to even negotiate in that space. If the person you are all working with fails, you have no leverage with the other person who is there. It's similar to what Waneze Ndibo was saying to President Tinubu, that if you don't do anything about Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra agitation, you will not win in the Southeast. I'm like, so what? So what? Did he win the last time? You have no leverage. You vote as a bloc. Everything was given to Obi. There's no reason for me to do anything for you. We are not negotiating. If I do anything for you, God knows I'm doing it because I'm a good person. I have good heart. It's not because you are negotiating anything. You don't have any leverage. So when you vote as a bloc, everybody knows you go in this direction. It's done. But the point is, it is that Yoruba person who is pandering to you that's my problem, not you. You don't really count as far as this is concerned. It's that Yoruba person who thinks that it requires to downgrade himself, now begin to roll on the floor in his own land, is the one that we need to talk to, not even you. You, I respect you, you are good, but that Yoruba person needs but that's all about it. I hope it is well with you, do well in Yoruba land. But no, in 1,000 years, you're not going to determine one thing that happens in Yoruba politics. That's not going to happen. But do well, prosper. And I'll end by saying this. We have had people who came into Yoruba land, I've said it before, a couple of centuries ago, 100 years, 150 years, 200 years, who are part of us and they are embedded in our politics. The difference between those ones and you guys is that they want to be part of us. They have become part of us to the point where their ethnicity today is Yoruba. You are who you are. You have disdain for Yoruba culture, for Yoruba people, for Yoruba norms and values, but you want to rule in Yoruba land. How now? It's like saying we are zoo, but you want to rule in the zoo. Like, leave us alone. That's the point. Like, you're not trying to, you don't even care about the people, you just care about the power. And as a saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. We know that you don't care. Therefore, take several seats.